3, 2, 1. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the globe. This is IdiOtBuRNs and IdiOtBlog. Welcome to IdiOtBlog 295. What the? Holy. 295. In a couple months, it'll be a year. In less than a week, it'll be 300 blogs. It's already 300 blogs because I have these extra blogs I've done. Maybe it's not quite because there's 3 blogs I actually didn't do. Should I go back and do them right before 300? Nope. Wear my hat like this when I play a show. Wear my hat like this when I'm talking to you guys. Scoot over here a little bit. Not on my cables. There we go. Kentucky Fried Chicken over here. What? My daughter was getting into my blueprints of sorts. This is like an adjustable lighter idea. Dumb. Maybe cool. Who likes the idea of this? A countertop butane like lighter where you can get those camping style refillables and attach it, or you can get an auxiliary container that you get and refill that container with these. So like a small butane tube like thing that has a base, or a full butane canister that is like filled with like the camping fuel, and you have a base that attaches those canisters, and then it's like a camping stove, except for it's, more like this, right? And there's like this shooting up like this. And it's a countertop, has a base, and then that is adjustable to a bunch of different heights. Set it at whatever height is the right height for your device that you smoke out of, and then you don't have to do anything. Now, it's not exactly good for traditional smokers. It's more of a concentrate dab tool eccentric device I was thinking on maybe a few years back, and it happened to be in a pile of papers over here. My daughter's getting into it, about ready to trash my idea. I don't know if you guys do that, jot down ideas. I get them sometimes when I'm dreaming. I get all kinds of crazy ideas. Some of these crazy formulas of dreaming and ways of dreaming and thoughts I have during dreaming are so common that there's names for them. And so I've invested time and money in getting dream books. I have dream books. I don't know where that started and who all has, but I know there's been multiple people that have been like, gotten me stuff about dreams. So I want to talk a little bit about some tracks I did. I have one that's messed up on there. It's a 222 beats per minute, but actually at the end it does this thing where it kind of slows down, breaks down for a second to like a slower pace, like a 211, and then speeds up to 232. And I did that by accident. Now you guys can play with that and try and do make that work. It might be tough, but I'm trying to publish the correct version. And I'll just use another different Keanu Reeves picture, but of the same movie that the one that's fucked up has, but better. What's the one that's fucked up though? Might be John Wick. Let me go check on you guys. The 211 one is fine. That's Matrix. So it's probably the John Wick one. Yeah, John Wick one is. Yeah, it needs work because it's not 222 the whole time, but you know it's still good. Okay, I haven't told you who we're listening to yet. I just wanted to let it soak in a little bit. This is Shay D. Van Voorhees. Or Voorhees. Or Voorhees. I couldn't tell you for sure because I don't know it. It's not my name and I've never met anyone with it. But I'm hearing this guy's music. And he left some, he actually left some very cool comments on some of my songs just earlier in the day. And I was like, dude, I'm going to feature this guy. You can go check him out on his page. His page is bandlab.com/SHAE_D_V_V. Shay D. Van Voorhees. Yeah. First one was called Ambientrance. That one was called Frayed. Excuse me. So another original. And someone had said this kind of reminds me of Owl City, and he's like, "Oh, I love them." Check this one out. It's Witness. That's what it's called. There's no backing vocals yet. So I don't know if you guys heard about the Keanu Day, but supposedly and pretty much it's a thing people are getting psyched about. So it's probably going to follow through. They're going to follow through with it, even if they have to change it for both films. They'll probably keep it going. It looks like Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 are both coming out on the same day, and it's like there's like a countdown, 500 and something days from now. So that's cool. And when I heard about that, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I was thinking of what I did, Spicoli, and I did Lars Ulrich. I thought those were like two really California dudes, and I was like, I wanted to use some California dudes on my covers. And I was starting to think of other California dudes, and then it was funny because I thought of a California dude, and it was like, oh, that's Keanu Reeves' character. And then I thought of a couple others, and I was like, oh, that's a Keanu Reeves character. And I was like, oh, and Keanu Reeves Day? Boom! I'm just gonna grab 5 Keanu Reeves characters, and it's pretty much the same drum track with different opening fills for the slower ones, and different structures for the faster ones, a little bit paced up. And yeah, that being said, it's pretty much the same track. I just evolved it, and as I evolved it and got it better, yeah, I got it faster. And I changed the drum sound on every one, so everyone has a different drum kit and different cymbals and all that. Someone asked me earlier today, hey, what do you use to get the sound in? Well, I use this lower one to get the sound in to the unit when I record myself playing. But when I record the blog, I use the lower one to do the sound through here, like I would normally record a blog. And then that does that has the monitor of that sound, which is like a stereo summed output, going to this other device's inputs, and that goes into this video you're watching. So I have 2 of these stacked. One of them I would just normally use, and that's it. If I did a video, I would play audio out of this into the mixer, my two microphones out of my stereo speaker cab into the mixer, and that all going in stereo from the mixer into here. These 2 are the mixer. These 2 are the back of this unit, and that's this right here. I can turn your whole volume down and back up right here. So that's how that works. So if I was like, oh, it's too hot, I could bring it down here and I would stop to get the red. I would no longer have any red clipping going. Kind of hard to see at this angle. But there'd be no red clipping. And then I would go up here and all of a sudden it'd be starting to clip red. See, boom! Yeah, and it's just how it works. Yeah, the system is basically in PreSonus i2, and that goes to my iPhones. But the cool thing about that is it has power from a USB and goes to your iPhones. When your iPhones aren't recording, it can actively power them a little bit, but then when you start using them into full capacity, it's no longer powering them. But then the really other cool thing is that they are powered for that USB, but then you take them off the phone and you plug them into a computer from that USB, and they stop being iOS devices and they just become regular old USB 2.0, 3.0 devices. And you can get up to and here's the thing. On the iPhone, the native recording only goes up to 24-bit, but on your Studio and BandLab and Cakewalk, you can juice these puppies up to 96. You know, I think it's 96 hertz, which is double the native, 40 whatever, 44.1, and also you can go all the way up to 32-bit on these guys. I believe they may be only 24-bit. I do think PreSonus, if you get the just USB guys, goes up to 32-bit, but I've never even had to go above it. And the thing is, when you do, you just get a better sound. When you mix it down, it's going to be a better. It's just going to be a better version. Like if you record a song in 16-bit and somebody else has another mic recording the same song right next to it, but his system is a 32-bit, and you listen to the two, the mix down of both in 16-bit. There's a difference in those two. Even though one was recorded in 16 and then mixed down to 16, one was recorded in 24 or 32 and then mixed down to 16, those ones recorded at the higher quality retain some of those qualities of the higher precise recordings. Some of those crispier highs, some of the articulations that wouldn't have been captured are now present on the 16-bit recording, and they wouldn't have been if it was all 16-bit audio being summed together. So when you have a much more precise audio, when you're summing things together, they seem to stand out better. I would presume to say that bitrate is almost paramount. If you can go to 24-bit, do it now. Stop using 16. If you're on BandLab, I hate to tell you this, but BandLab does something where everything you put on BandLab turns into an MP3. Now, everything you download from BandLab, and if you on your device, is an MP3, MP4, whatever. But when you download it on the computer, you can download it in any format. But that file, if you have one that has some staticky sounds, like this, and they're very, very quiet, and you put those sounds and you upload them and then you download them in 24-bit, they will sound like an MP3. The weird little isms and characterisms and compressions will be present. They are post-compression full, so it's a 24-bit recording that was at once an MP3 compressed file. They do not keep 24-bit files on their servers for you to listen to. and play back 24-bit audio when you play it on your iPhone, because I uploaded mine as a 24-bit and it's only 24-bit audio in there. You hit play on your player, it's not playing a 24-bit audio, it's playing an MP3. But inside of there, every single track has also been saved as an MP3. They did not save them as 24-bit. Even if you imported all 24-bit tracks and then you save it, when you go back into it to export the tracks that are 24-bit, they will be at one time previously compressed as MP3s for saving on the server. Does that make sense? Okay. I can't even repeat that a third time, fourth, fifth time today. I can say it in a different blog. But that is just an FYI. So do keep copies of your 24-bit articulate material. See me drinking like that? Means this is almost gone. Means I'll probably have to leave the room. This reminds me of something that I listened to a lot back when, a long time ago. It was like St. Andrew or St. Elm, St. This is cool. It kind of reminds me of Hunger, the band The Hunger. Earlier stuff. First couple albums, 80s. "11 Herbs and Spices." Today was a fun day. Been watching some cartoons. Prehistoric cartoons. Prehistoric. Wile E. Coyote. Bugs Bunny. And such. Saturday. I wonder if BandLab ever announced their winners for the blog, on their blog, or if they're doing it on Monday. I could not win in November because I was banned. Philly Pay won. Nice. I saw that. Coming. Fallout winners. Twin named Reek. November challenge winners. Hey, Tommy the Poet got a third place win. Mazamat, love done, brilliant. I love to see Mazamat get another win. Heck yeah, congratulations to Mazamat on Autumn Vibes. Very cool. Mazamat says this excellent arrangement takes a listener on a serene journey of sonic layering that lights up in all the right places. Brilliant. That's cool. Mob G South King won. Stunningly smooth flow combined with a strong hook turned this track into a certified hit. Top marks. And on twin named Reek, it's magic. This infectious hook and crafty melodic melodic patter delivered everything we expected and more out of the backing track. This is an awesome collaboration with classic vibes and a powerful narrative along with it. Yeah. Good job, Philly Pay and Outer Image on that track. It doesn't say anything about Outer Image when you collab, they don't say who is the collab. They don't give any credit to the collaborative effort, I've noticed, which is interesting for a site that's basically about collaborating. You'd think they'd say Tommy the Poet and IdiOtBuRNs came together on this one in a way that we didn't expect to see on this app. You know, I'm just making shit up now, but when I see certain artists like that coming together on my app, if I were, I would be like, whoa, whoa, you know. But like, for instance, I think it was Phenomenal Mammy and Nick Robb did one together. They should have been like, look at this combination, and they should have been like, you know, like, and I didn't think they did, but it shouldn't just be then. It should be every time that a win is a collaborative effort. Like, for instance, Philly Payout Image. They had so many Insta chicks liking that post. Man, that's a lot of Insta chicks, guys. What the fuck? Guys need wives. Are you married? You need a lot less Insta chicks. More power to you, Insta chicks. Yep. Congratulations, BandLab. BandLab users. We have other users that won, like Kill the Beat, Samuel Novak, J1K Flow, Marley Dubs, Elizabeth Darcell, Wicked Waldo, Ruby Royd, Brian Yoshida, Chill I Am. All those needed congratulations. Yeah. Now I better win this month for my fucking Christmas song. Ho ho ho, motherfuckers. Merry bah humbug. I need to make a bah humbug song. One that makes you hate everything wrong. Christmas doesn't celebrate, it just tries to get your mind away from the debt that you're gonna pay. Me, I'm the man. I need your money if you can. Spare me some, honey. It's tax season coming up soon. What you talking about, Chris? What the hell are you talking about? This is Grain. It's a Shady Chill mix. We are listening to Shay D. Van Voorhis. This is Shay DVV. Grandma said on do the funk. He said, damn, it was nicely arranged, super stuff. He said something on the Symphony of Meaning. He said, we have Megatron saying stunning music, amazing vocals, and atmosphere of a magical misty forest. Just giving an elaborate compliment. You got Ferdinand Gerhans giving a compliment, but it's in his native language, so you're going to need Google Translator to get that one. Really like this. It's got Joy Division vocals coming to mind, but more joyful. This reverb works well to adding the atmosphere. And then on Grain, we have comments like catchy song, super cool vocal, the backing is very dreamy stuff, great stuff, honestly. I would have to agree. A lot of the stuff he does is reminding me of another artist on here that would be cool if they knew each other. Downcloud and this guy, they both have some skills. Like if they made a band together, maybe there'd be something that like it'd be like like a Next 21 Pilots kind of thing. You never know who it is that's gonna connect and be big. If I could put two people together that get big, and they're like, yeah, dude, here's 1% of 1%, the rest of your life for thank you, whatever. If it's $150 a month, it makes it feel good. Even if it wasn't about money, it sounds greedy to say that, but if they're like, if on their albums they said thanks to Chris because he put us together one time, I'd fucking buy that album and put it on my wall and fucking go hunt them down and get them to sign it before they were too like, before they got too big. And then I'd have it on my wall and wait for them to explode. Then I'd sell that for money. No, I'd keep it forever, and when I die, my kids would sell it the second I died. Why'd you keep it? Just to test the morals of my kids. All right, we're at 25 minutes into the blog. I have heard the kid being pretty good out there. I got my bat senses telling me to stand up and go check. I'm gonna peek real careful. Wow, good timing, Batty. My bat senses had caught her just taking down the gate. I didn't hear the gate coming down. She had taken the gate down, set it down, and she was very slowly just stepping over it into the kitties area to do some kind of kitty catastrophe mess. But that ain't gonna happen today because I already caught her once. She got the eggs out, and I forgot to get more eggs. Oh, she got the eggs out, and she's every egg on the floor. Man, crazy. I'm gonna tell my wife to follow this artist because she'll like it. Really cool. Could there be a band that's like this? And then really heavy metal for like the bridge and the last chorus plays like the same kind of musical stuff, but just like heavy metal, and it's just kind of changed over, or like goes back and forth. Like the chorus is metal. It's literally just really developed in this sense, but it's just kind of a more new metal kind of simple sound over on the metal side of it. Has that been done much? I know there's bands kind of like that will take bands that were famous that in the era where this kind of sound came from, which is an 80s-ish sound, maybe early 90s-ish, where people use a lot of pads and synths and stuff like that, and then it's repopularized lately. And this is very much a modern version of it. What I was going to say is that the stuff that came from then, has there been anything that's really bridged metal in it? And I know that there's bands like what is that band, Disturbed, that did an 80s song, and 80s songs being done by other metal bands. But is that the same? And I know that they kind of do it they leave kind of some of the electronic feel to it in some of those songs. But what if it really was just full on like this stuff? Interested in working with this artist and seeing what could happen. Oh, thank you. I need that to type. Bye. This is how I do all my comments to you guys really fast. That was it. I've traveled time and did it. That's 3 weeks of comments. I'm 3 weeks of tired. You guys, I'm actually quite full right now. I ate this very delicious and yummy clam chowder. Oh, but I have actually been kind of tired today. I got up a couple times last night, and I got up early. Oh, little kid purse. There's 2 of them in this room now. Jeez, it's getting messy in this house. I should clean up a little bit. Well, subjectively, I got 11 reasons to clean this house up. 5 of them are my kids, times 2, and then myself. How about my kids? All the fish, the dogs, and me. Man. So just making sure nothing crazy is going on. As you guys moved on from one track, subjectivity, reason 11, to the experiment, getting there. Now we've already spanned ourselves back to September 6th of this year. So this is a part 3. Originally, it starts on September 2nd, the experiment. September 3rd, the experiment continues. And September 6th, the experiment, getting there. Got an itchy nose for my hair. It's sticking out. I can feel it. Stop itching my nose. Here's the flute I played today on the track. Oh yeah, this is it. That's the guy. Told you I suck. It took a lot of takes. So many takes that my fingers wanted to cramp. That's it, see? Done. Yep. There you go. That is a Duwamish Native American flute. Let me show you in greater detail. It's got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. Nothing on the bottom. No holes on the bottom. And then, well, 7th hole right here. And then, 8, 9 holes total. But mouthpiece. And then you have this piece, which you can see right here. This is a separate little bird. And this bird is adjustable. And if you have it too far back, it wouldn't work right. Too far forward. I didn't go too far back. It's hard to go too far back. Actually, could be the right spot right here, like this. It's about how easy it is to go low. Look at that. Yeah, well, I'm now I messed with it, but you gotta get it in the right spot so that it's easy to go low. There we go. And that is basically lining up with the ending of this, see that inner piece that's carved to flute the air. Yes, you have to have it lined up with that. There you go. And that's how you're gonna get the best low end, you know, catch it for the low end tones. And I like to have it on top of that string while it's hanging there, or one of the pieces of this kind of caught between it. But then it will, I don't mind it hanging. It's not gonna damage it. It's adjustable right there. Yeah. So that's gonna be in the studio now, from now on, just in case I want to use it on something. And hopefully I just get better and better and better at it. Flute, you know, you just need like, usually I just do like, I just do like a little up, like a couple note thing. Usually I don't do a lot of like I would do a guitar solo, not a flute solo. But a flute harmony thing could be fun. Great melodies in this track. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was the experiment getting there. Hearing whatever my daughter's listening to in the background. Luella, you being okay? You being good, Luella? I doubt it. I should go check. Be right back. As the experiment continues, I will go check. And by request, my daughter picked the animated musical Sing, which is like kind of like well, it's kind of like that's like a Chicago, or like a Moulin Rouge, or like even like a Hard Rock does it, but Hard Rock has their own original music. That's like kind of what those movies are all kind of draw upon, a similar structural sense, where they have pop songs that tell the part of the story and are sung in the musical form in the song, in song format in the movies. Right? Chicago, Moulin Rouge, those do it. Well, I heard the new Frozen 2 is kind of like that. That's disappointing. Now, That's not the same as like Circle of Life, and then things like that become popular, and then maybe even remaking an old song for a kids movie. That's not the same as that. When the characters sing those words to express what's happening in the movie in musical form, that's what I'm talking about. And I think that's happened in Frozen 2, but I could be wrong, but I know it happens in the movie Sing. And it's quite genius how they do it sometimes, I'll tell you that much. There's a part in Sing where the mom, who's always busy, goes and she's overthinking how to dance, and when the dancing guy finally gets to do dance, she's just like, you know, a pop song, but the way they present it and the sounds they use and the way they presented it in a kid's film, it pulls on your daddy heartstrings. Plus, when you're tired of being a stay-home dad, you dream of getting up on stage. It doesn't have to be the same genre of you for you to identify with them. Playing a talent show is fun, especially when you know the other guys in the talent show and the other musicians, and it's all rowdy and just fun, you know. Do I have glitter in my eye? No, but I feel like I got glitter in my eye. I noticed something I was handling had glitter on it, so I was like trying to get rid of all the glitter. And my daughter. 11 herbs and spices, guys. 11 herbs and spices. My daughter, though, she those eggs. About to play with shit. Nah, I don't know what she was going to, but she was going into the cat area. What's she gonna do? Then when I went out there just now, she's about to pour all the popcorn on her. She can't have a whole bag of popcorn. She's gonna eat that much popcorn. I don't even eat a whole bag half the time. 99% of the time, I don't ever eat the whole anything. I don't even eat a whole. You give me a hamburger that's too small, I'm hungry, and I usually won't eat the last bite. Well, I'm hungry. Maybe I'll eat it, but you know, just give me a meal, and I just usually don't eat the last bite. Or I get seconds and then don't eat the last bite of seconds. This is the original first one, the Experiment. This is going to be where I hang off the blog, hang up the day. IdiOtBlog 295? Wow. I mean, we got 5 minutes more, but I'll just say thank you to everybody that subscribes, everybody that likes, everybody that comments, everybody that comes on in the live chats for premieres, everybody that was there to do an interview, everybody that was there when I said, I think I'm going to quit, and gave me encouraging moments of hope. I'm probably going to keep doing it in some form. 300 might mark time where I start doing it weekly, but doing it different. I might do like 2 weekend specials every week that are like 3.5 hours each, and I call people in them and do crazy stuff in them, like record a song that gets published afterwards or right before. And just things like that more often. Well, I ended up having 3 of these stacked. One for recording a song while I'm in here. That's not the third stacked one will just be separate. So while I'm in here doing just what we're doing right now, the third one is used to just take a microphone for a guitar or something and me record the guitar to a drum track and talk about how it is I'm thinking about parts. And then maybe I would have to go back out over it and reamp things to make it sound the way I'd want, or whatever. Fuck it. I kind of like that fizzle of the iOS stomp box. If you know what I'm talking about, amplitude and BandLab, sounds. It has this like very solid state fizzle, and I like it. I've used it in a mini track. And what's cool is I have one guitar like that, and one guitar, and that's like a real amp, and one guitar that's like very well crafted, sculpted, like almost like too much reverb if it was live, like Kemper kind of profile kind of shit, almost like what I do. Hey, how you doing? What's she doing? Okay, good. My wife is home. That works out pretty good timing. Vlog is just finishing. She's being good. I've been out there a couple times. That have been a few minutes. Yep. Once again, the artist we're featuring today is found at bandlab.com/SHAE_D_V_V. And he's in Lapine, Oregon. And you can find him by just typing the @SHE_D_V_V when you're at BandLab. Hit and follow now. Turn on notifications is something I have to do on my device. That's one of the interesting things also. You can't turn on notifications for postings because you don't get that kind of notifications from within the PC version of the site. Well, interesting. Not a big deal. But you can do it. You go into the profile when you're on iOS or Android device, and you can simply go into the upper right hand corner of the profile, click the three dots, and where it's notify, or where it's follow, unfollow, and stuff like that, and you can turn on notifications. So then anything they post, you get notified when their post says Jordy has posted something, or it says Mazmat has posted something. It says Kenneth, or Jared Kenneth Johnson has posted something, or whatever it is, All right, you guys, that's the blog. IdiOtBlog 295. We are music. Later, guys.